What's good, Laker Nation? Today I want to get into a couple things. I want to get into the summer league, the young guys playing in the summer league. I want to get a little bit into Russell Westbrook, and I want to get into the Calderon trade and the Marcelo signing. First, I'm going to get to that. I do not like the trade for Calderon. I understand you get 2 second round picks, but like I said, we need to start winning. Calderon is a horrible, horrible defensive player. Horrible defensive player. And all our guards are small. All small. Clarkson is thin. He's a shooting guard. He cannot play no three. He's strictly shooting guard. And he's physically a few two guards can overpower him. The same with Russell. And like I said, Lou Williams is 6'1". Marcelo like 6 feet, 6'1", and Calderon. None of them is defensive guys. None of them. So that put a lot of pressure on our front court guys. Them guys gonna get beat on a regular. So it put a lot of pressure on our bigs. So that alone, I don't understand why the Lakers did that. Because Russell and Clarkson already was pretty weak defensively. Russell a little better defensively than Clarkson, but they pretty much weak defensively. Lou Williams is very weak defensively. Like I said, he's a small two guard. So you may tell me on the backup you're gonna have Calderon and Lou Williams backup. They're gonna get posted up. They're gonna get abused. They can't even they weak defensively as far as guarding point guards. So one of them will have to guard the two guard. Calderon a little bit heavier, a little bit taller than Lou Williams, but he would get abused by two guards, just like he was getting abused by point guards. And I keep hearing, oh, that's a good signing. I mean, good trade. The Lakers get 2 second-round picks, and they also get veteran leadership. I'm really getting sick of this veteran leadership. For one, they're European guys. He's 35 years old. He had 2 horrible seasons. He's on the downside of his career. I understand he's a free agent at the end of the year, which is good. And it's good that, okay, we got 2 second-round picks, but I really don't see what use he have on his team. They keep talking his shooting. It's like they just trying to stack one side of the ball. Where, we really need to get some more defensive guys, some toughness. And they saying, and I understand the Marcelo signing also. He also weak defensively. He's small also. So that really put a lot of pressure on our bigs when they get beat off the dribble, and they could get and guys can post them up. Two guards, the bigger two guards like that can post them up. They're not lightning quick. They're not athletic. The most athletic one is Clarkson. So it's not like they're gonna be quicker than anyone. So I really don't like that. I think we should have matched it more. Could have got a bigger two guard, like I said, Lance Stevenson. He could bring the ball up, have him and Lou Williams in the backcourt come off the bench. It seemed like they hell bent on bringing old guys. They feel guy had to be in his 30s to feel that he a veteran. But you have to look at it like this. Yeah, he's 35, Calderon 35, but you think he's going to be able to relate to when somebody older? That's like you have a big brother, like them big brother programs and things like that. How people get through to people, someone you can relate to. I don't see where Calderon and Russell can really relate. They definitely ain't gonna really relate much off the court. And as far as anytime you bring all type of mentor or you want older guys, it should be for on and off the court. They totally different lifestyles, different countries, different age bracket. I don't see where he gonna be so much of a positive influence on them. I feel they should have brought in someone like Jared Jack, with someone they can relate to, someone can identify with their lifestyle and upbringing and different things like that. That's very important. If you want to sit there and say veterans, just because a guy 30-something years old, you need older guys who can relate to these young guys. I mean, young guys who can relate to them, vice versa. So, like I said, I don't like that sign. It's horrible. We very weak defensively, small. All guys is pretty small. Russell, like I said, he could play some two, but he's not no athletic if he go to two. And Clarkson is real skinny. He buffed up some, but he could get overpowered. I can name 15 two guards, maybe 20 can overpower him and put him in post-up situations and things like that. Like I really like what Utah did. Utah, they brought in the right veterans at short contracts. They got Boris Diaw. He at the end of in his in his contract. He could give them some help. He'd come off the bench. They got Joe Johnson. He could be he only got a 2-year deal. He'd come off their bench. And they got George Hill, who's going to be a free agent also. So they got two guys who's aspiring contracts. Joe Johnson only won't have 1 year left in it. Utah did an excellent job this off season. So I said it to say this. Now I'm going to get to young guys as far as the off season, the summer league. And the summer league, like I said, I don't really take too much in the summer league. I don't really like comment too much on the summer league because it is the summer league. Like I said, it's 4 stages to the season, and it irked me when I seen it online who should start between Randall or Larry Nance. Who's better, Randall or Larry Nance? People, let's slow down. Let's slow down. For one, Nance didn't even dominate. He didn't even dominate the summer league. Yeah, he played well. He's supposed to play well. He's not even dominating the summer league. And y'all starting this up already to this nonsense. Randall a much better player, better scorer, better rebound, better passer. Larry Nance have a better IQ, which he should for 2 reasons. One, he's a little older. 2, his father was in the NBA. You barely see a guy whose father was in the NBA has a low IQ. I can't think of not one player who has a low IQ and their father was in the NBA. That's a plus growing up. You should be definitely a smart player, if anything. You might not come out to be that good, but you should have a good IQ if your father played in the NBA. And I can't think of not one player, former NBA player's son that's in the league that has a low IQ. So those are 2 things he do better than, he has a better IQ than Randall, but he's not a better player. And let's not, like I said, he didn't dominate Summer League. He playing well, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's cool. Summer League, you got 4 stages. You got the Summer League. You're playing with guys who not even going to make the team. 90% of the roster, the guys who not going to even be in the league, who not going to be in the team. Then you have preseason. You're playing with backups. You have 90% of the guys on the team, but, starters play minimum minutes. So preseason, you could get a little of a feel, but, it's better than Summer League. Then you have the regular season. You're getting more to the nitty-gritty, but, if the regular season guys play hard, then some guys going to take days off, and depending on what time of the season is. Then you have playoff. That's when guys lock in on all your strength, going to try to close in on these things. So you got 4 different levels of it. And like I said, that the Summer League is the lowest level, so don't get too caught up in the Summer League. Randall, much better player. Randall should be started. That shouldn't even be a conversation. And now for the Westbrook situation. What the Lakers should do, like I said, tampering, this thing goes on. I notice people talk to people during the summer. What the Lakers should do, go to Westbrook and baby pitching right now. About, do your pitching right now. Because you need Westbrook. I'm seeing people, Lakers don't need to let these young guys grow. Yeah, I agree. Let them grow, and hopefully we shouldn't have to trade them. This is why they should go to Westbrook and be like, let these guys grow, and we could put them in a trade and bring in another player that's an impact player. And how I think the Lakers should approach it, go to Westbrook, have a private meeting with him, maybe one representative for the Lakers, maybe Mitch, maybe Ryan West or someone, pitch everything to him about, his off-court bonuses, what can happen for him, players on the team, things like that. Tell him, listen, don't agree to no team that you're going to re-sign with them. If they trade you, but don't make no promise to another team, and we'll sign you this year. And this should be the plan. Well, I think the plan should be to get Westbrook, and Ingram should be the only player I feel should not be on the trade block. He should be the only one off limits. So you get Westbrook in the summer, and Ingram, the only one on the trade block. So now you got 4 of the top young guys on our team: Nance, Randall, Russell, and Clarkson. Now we go straight at the Boogie Cousins because now Sacramento leverage going to be, if he ain't traded by this year, if he going to the summer and he gonna have 1 year left, they're gonna have to get rid of him, and you get a less of a deal when you last year your contract than if you had 2 years. Like they trade him now, they could get a hell of a package for him. So now if they trade him in the summer, the trade it weakens because he's gonna be a free agent. A lot of people ain't gonna give up too much for him going to his free agency. So how the Lakers do it? You have two of them guys, Russell, Clarkson, Randall, Nance. But then you have like the fill-ins, the rest of the guys on the team, Mozgov, Dame, whoever is left. If you had to throw them in trade for to match up some salaries, some things like that. But you go to Sacramento, you say, there's only two of these guys we're willing to throw in the trade, and then maybe them other guys for contract fillers. Ingram off the table. We're not giving up Ingram. So you could get a combination of maybe Russell and Nance, and maybe Moscow, Zubac, or somebody, I don't know. And, for Boogie Cousins. And before, I want you people to realize Cousins is a monster. A monster. You can imagine his heart is out of this roof. So you can imagine him in a playoff series on a post, Westbrook out on the perimeter. He's a warrior, and have Ingram, and we probably pretty much have one of the guards, either Clarkson or Russell, with him in the backcourt, and Randall and Nance, so go and pick up some helps. We basically only give up like two of the core, like I said, and one of them other filler guys. That's the way they should approach it. Should tell Westbrook they plan, and that's what they should do. Even you go to Boogie Cousins, you tell Westbrook, Boogie Cousins tell him the same thing. I'm not promising no team I'm resigning with them. So team's gonna be hell bent about sending off certain players. Tampering goes on all the time. I'm pretty sure it going on now. So that's what I think what they should do. Go to Westbrook first, give him their plan, and then you can have Westbrook to Cousins. Have him talk to Cousins. Listen, this is what the plan do. You could come here next year. I'll be there in the summer. Lakers may trade for you. If they try to offer you to any other team, you tell that team you're not going to sign with them. That you don't want to play for them, or you're not going to guarantee you're going to resign with them. And you tell them I want to play with the Lakers. Now you kind of force their hand like Carmelo forced Denver's hand. You do that. Now we have a team. 9 out of 10 they're going to want Russell. Russell younger, more so than Clarkson. So let's just say this. Russell Westbrook, Jordan Clarkson, Brandon Ingram, Nance or Randall, and Cousins. And then, like I said, if we maybe have to move Mozgov from one of them for contracts to match, we could do that. And we pick up, like I said, some little. Now we'd be able to do the same thing, go to state doing, get guys for cheap. Because they see Westbrook and Cousins, and seeing some of the young guys develop 1 year, we'll be able to get guys for dirt cheap. The way Spurs get guys, the way Warriors get guys, the way Cleveland get guys. And that's just how we should approach this thing. We could go about this thing smart, and that'd be the best thing to do. Send someone to Westbrook right now. You talk to him. You tell him everything, on the court, off the court. You tell him the plan. Like, how you feel about Cousins. Because you got a good shot. And then, you go to Cousins with the same thing. Tell Cousins the same thing. And like, this is what you need to be. Tell Cousins, we can make you a star. You know basically to say. I don't need to go into all that. But, that's basically what I had to say. And, I feel that they can make up for this mess that they having right now. I don't understand them signings with Calderon and Marcelo. I don't understand it for the life of me. So you got no guys who can play defense. No guys who can play the 2 and the 3. So I don't really like that, but that's where we at. To the next time, I'll see who out of next two spots may go.